got myself a new wooden hand plane. Not this one. No. You've seen me restore this one in a previous video. And it's a lovely tool to use, that it is. All beach, what have you. It's made by Griffiths of Norwich. There's no damage to it. It's a lovely thing it is, with its wood cast steel plain irons and a nice chip breaker assembly there too, you know. It's just nicely made. And it takes a lovely shaving, that it does. Well, I bought myself a new one. Yeah, no old one I have, yeah, new wood. Yeah, the missus is happy. Yeah, she likes me getting the wood. Anyway, this particular new hand plane. Look at the size of me wood. Anyway, look at the size of my plane. It's huge. My rabble. All right? And I bought this one from a brocante, a Vide Grenier. Sorry, get it right. A Vide Grenier here in France. Basically means, empty your attic. That's pretty much what it means. Now, it's a bit like a flea market type thing. So, I saw this on a stall. Geezer was selling it, and I said, how much? Combien? And he said, 10 euros. I said, oh, oui, monsieur. So I gave him the money, and I took it home. Well, I saw the woodworm in it. All these tiny little holes everywhere. Oh, God, it's going to be full of woodworm. So what did I do? I put it in a bin bag, because I'm good like that. And then I put it in the freezer. So if there was any live critters in there, they're incarcerated in ice for a short period of time, and now it's defrosted. In fact, it's still pretty cold, to be honest. that started freezing out, all like frost all over when I got it out. But what have I got to do to this to actually make this a usable tool? Now, one thing, you've got to check the sole for true. Now, pretty much, you can check it yourself by eye. When you buy one of these things, just basically okay, yeah, not brilliant, but it's okay. We can do something with that. So that's basically what I did, all right? And then you put your straight edge along there, and you can see how straight it is. And this one isn't. There's a gap at this end of the toe, and then there's a gap underneath the straight edge on the heel. Basically, it's got a slight bow in it, a bit of a camber. So that's one job's got to be sorted out. And we can do that with a big piece of sandpaper, all right? Stuck to a board, literally just sand it like that. Or I could use linear, but my linear is a little bit on the shorter side than this plan, so it's not a brilliant idea. So I'll probably do this with a piece of sandpaper stuck to a piece of MDF or something like that. Something that I know that is flat. I might even stick it with some double-sided tape onto the table saw because I know that is flat. So, once you've got your flat sole, what else am I going to have to do? Well, I'm going to have to sort out all those little wormholes, aren't I? How am I going to do that? I'm going to do that with cocktail sticks, because they're also beach. And what I'll do is I'll be gluing in masses of cocktail sticks. It's going to look like a porcupine. And it is, just to fill all these flipping holes. There's about 100 just in the handle. It feels solid still. There goes my compressor. It still feels relatively solid, so hopefully it's going to be good. Still, so, right, so what else have I got to do to it? Okay, I'm going to have to remove the tote, all right, which is probably nailed in. Yeah, it is. I can see nail holes there and there. So hopefully I can do that without too much damage. I'm a bit worried I'm going to crack the handle, you see, because the grain's going that way. And if I'm trying to pull that out of there, I could break the handle. Then I'd have to make another one. Or try and repair it, that is. And then we've got this arrangement here, which is the chip iron and plain iron assembly with its little wedge there. Look at the state of that, honestly. Who's been hitting it with a metal hammer? You never ever hit these planes with a metal hammer. I've seen people use brass hammers, not quite so bad, but I wouldn't even use that. Use something like a full hammer like that, all right? These are ideal for this purpose. Because when you set the, when you release the plain iron, you tap it here, or here. And when you want to engage the plain iron, you tap it here. Push the plain iron down a little bit deeper, then tap the wedge in a bit tighter. You don't do what this this French idiot. Sorry, but yes, it's a pretty stupid thing to do. Sorry, but it is. All right, if you're French. Well, this plain iron and shipbreaker assembly has been hit too many times with a flipping metal hammer. Anyway, tap it there. You should be able to release the actual wedge, or you can tap on the heel if you want to do the same thing. So there's the wedge. The wedge is in good condition. It's a slight little Usually, I'm sure they're deeper than that normally. So I would probably be tempted to put a loose tenon in there, or a dowel, or a couple of dowels, just so it's a bit deeper, sits in a bit deeper. Because the problem with anything like this, we're so shallow at this, you get a lot of sideways movement. If I'm going to use this, I will use it, you see. If I can make it a usable tool, that is. I don't see why not. I don't want any movement in that tote, because that'd be really irritating. I mean, that would bug the hell out of me. I'm like that. That's what things annoy me. Now, the bottom itself, I know how to do it with sandpaper. It looks like someone's attacked it already with some sandpaper, pretty badly, because obviously it's the wrong colour. There's no patina on there, is there? You know, it's just it's been attacked. Now, I will be attacking the sides, probably to a similar degree to this one, because this was in a pretty bad state. It was covered in paint and God knows what else, and it wasn't flat. So you've got no choice but to remove some material. If you want to get it flat, you've got to remove some material and you're going to lose the patina. It's not a decorative item for me. It's going to be an actual tool that I want to have a go at using. And I'm going to clean up all these edges and stuff. Yeah, so there you go. We have a new jointer plane that is a monster. Talk about being a monster. How long is it actually? Have we checked it yet? We haven't, have we? Right. Now, the jointer plane up there is usually about, oh crikey, how long is the jointer plane? That's good. I forgot. My number 7 jointer is 55 centimetres, 550 mil, right? This one, remember there's a number 8 jointer as well, which I haven't got. This thing, all right, not whatever like this, I'll show you, this is ridiculous. This is really long. Oh my God, I'm dropping everything now. Look, 67 centimetres long, all right? 67 centimetres long. That's nuts. That's really long. So it's good for doing a nice long board, you see. That'd be my plan with it. Interesting. I'll have fun with that, you know. Yeah. Anyway, have you got any old hand planes? I did have somebody in the comments before asking about the value of these things. Unfortunately, they ain't worth a lot unless you get a decent one like a Griffith or something like that. The value is a lot higher. But unless you can find the maker of it, what have you, because some of these are made by the actual joiner themselves. In most cases, they were actually bought off a shelf. Many of them have got very little value whatsoever. But the bigger ones like this are rarer, right? They're harder to come by. There's less of these out there than there are of the jack planes or the coffin planes and what have you. But, you know, give it a go, you know. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. There's some videos on this channel how to set the plane iron and that as well, so I might link to them in the description if I remember where they are. And yeah, it's really easy. Basically, all you've got to do, okay, for anything like this, all right, to set the depth, you tap the plane iron down. To release it, all right, you tap it on the heel or just on top of the toe there, all right, and then each time you do that, you must tap the wedge back down a little bit. And you know, if you want to set the screw, you just tap it one way or the other, all right. Or when you actually set the plane up, you tap on that corner or tap on that corner. It's really, really easy, and they do a lovely job, and they're actually really nice to use because that thing is actually lighter than my cast iron ones. You see, it really is. So there you go. Get yourself a wooden hand plane. Give it a go anyway. Toodaloo. Please beep the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel because then you get one fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. Yeah. Toodaloo.